Hi everybody, today we're going to be creating this ladybug collage. One thing that I love about the collage is that there are elements that are completely flat that I drew with markers, and then there are other elements that are 3D that we cut out and glued on. To do this project you will need construction paper, scissors, glue, markers, or crayons. Follow along with me. So for this project, we're going to start with a piece of construction paper. You can choose any color you want, although I recommend a light color. And first we're going to put on some details in the background. I'm going to use markers, you can use crayons, really whatever you have. And I'm just going to draw some simple flowers in the background. So this collage is going to be done in layers. So some of these flowers will get covered up, but it looks nice to have the hand-drawn art together with the cutout pieces. So I'm going to go in here, draw a little taller one. I like using the different shades of green, but you could use any colors you want. And I am going to go, I think I'm going to make these flowers tulips. And now I'm going to color them in. I recommend using a lighter color paper, especially if you're using markers, because if you're using markers, it doesn't really show up as well on a darker paper. So that is why I chose yellow. So I'm going to go color my last tulip. And if there's anything else you want to add in the background, sun, clouds, birds, bumblebee, go for it. That is all I'm going to add for right now. And now I'm going to start my collage part, which means the glued on paper. I have pre-cut a whole bunch of paper pieces of grass. They're basically just strips of paper that end in a point. And I could glue them on right like this, but I like to give my collage a little bit of texture by making these blades of grass pop out a little bit. So the best way I like to do that is with a pencil. So I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to hold the blade of grass, and I'm going to wrap around the top. And when I let go, I have a nice curl there. So I am going to do a few of these, and you can even do 2 or 3 at one time. That's the nice thing about paper curling. Look at that fun twist that we got right going on. Twist, twist, twist. And if you do not have green construction paper at home, you could just skip this step and draw in the grass by hand. But if you do have the paper, this just makes more dimension and it's fun to do. So now I have a few different pieces of grass. I'm going to go ahead and glue them down. I am only going to put the glue at the bottom of the blade of grass because I'm going to let that top part stick up. So here's a piece. Right there. And I'm just putting it right on top of the flowers. It is okay if they get covered. That's how you make those nice layers and add texture into your collage. Almost done. It really looks like it's coming to life. So now all my grass is done. I'm going to set this aside and it is time to prepare our ladybugs. For our ladybugs, this is a good project for practicing your cutting. You are going to need 3 black circles and 6 red circles. How did I get such perfect circles, you might ask? I just traced the bottom of a mug. So they're all going to be the same size. 6 red, 3 black. And look at that, just like magic on the cooking shows, all my circles are cut out for me. So now we are going to start to build our ladybugs. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my red circles, I'm going to fold them in half. These are going to be our ladybug's wings. And the black circles are going to be our ladybug's bodies. So I'm going to bring my picture back. I'm going to get out my glue again, and I'm going to put some glue on the ladybug's bodies, and wherever I have room for them, I'm just going to pop them down. I know the paper is already pretty crowded, so that means I'm probably going to have to stick it on top of something else. Might get covered some of the grass, but that is totally fine. And now it is time to add the wings. So I'm just going to put some glue on one side. One side of the red fold. And then push those down into place. You can even put the glue kind of right in a triangle shape right on the black ladybug body. Stick those 2 wings down. I am going to add some little eyes. I pre-cut some white circles, so we're going to pop those on really quickly. And then the last details that we are going to add are going to be just some little dots in the eyes. I'm going to go give each ladybug some antenna. Squeeze it in there behind the grass. And what would our ladybug collage be without the polka dots on our bugs' bodies? And what I really love about this collage is how there is so much dimension to it. We have our grass blades and we have our wings sticking up, so it really looks like these ladybugs are about to fly off the page. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you make one at home, send it my way.